Hello, Mr. Taebong. Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm good. Mm,
And anything special happened to you today?
Yeah, nothing special. It's just
Oh,
ordinary day.
okay. And how about last weekend? How did you spend your time?
Um, my family just stayed at home and
Mm-hmm.
just, yeah, took care of the virus.
Okay. Maybe because your family is scared of MERS, right?
Yes, why?
Right. I think it's really becoming a very serious and a very terrible problem in your country.
Yeah.
Some of my
Mm.
students, some of my students didn't go to school because their schools nowadays are closed,
Oh,
and I
yes,
think
right. Yeah.
that will be until Friday.
Yeah, lots of schools in Seoul and other provinces are closing until this weekend. And also, my wife and my kids, kids' school uh, are closing.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, how about in your company?
Company?
Hmm.
No, there's no companies who had day off.
Oh, okay. So still, it's a regular work for employees, right?
Yet we just heard some rumors or some news, not public news. So some companies had this MERS virus, MERS patients, and then in that case, the company just give the team member day off, not closing the company or not closing the site.
Hmm.
They just let the team take a day off.
Okay. But Um, Mrs. Abel, may I just ask, because I'm not very familiar with this MERS virus.
Yeah.
When you are in contact with a person having a MERS virus, can you easily get infected through verbal communication?
Yeah. Actually, until now, nobody know of the exact symptom and exact the way to spread virus. But most cases just happened in the hospital emergency room,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's sure if you cough, MERS virus spreads from the saliva. That's the
Mm-hmm.
most common case.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So through coughing or
Yeah,
yes,
coughing
your
or
saliva, right?
saliva. So
Right.
actually, you don't know if
Mm-hmm.
when you when you take a bus or when you take a subway,
Mm-hmm.
someone who is sitting next to you is coughing, then yeah, nobody know. He is suspicious patient or she could have virus. But until
Mm-hmm.
now,
Right.
yeah, there is no case someone who got infected by the virus from the public transportation.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, the government said like that.
Okay, but I think as what you mentioned to me earlier or in our previous class that you don't trust the government, right? Maybe they're just again telling that to
Yeah.
divert attention and not to scare people to ride public transportations, right?
Yes. Actually, the government control the media and they are insisting just like that to make people relieve. So actually,
Mm-hmm.
it's very effective to people. For example, several days ago, lots of people on the subway or bus, they wear they are we- they were wearing masks. But now,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they don't wear mask anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because government say, it's okay if you don't wear
Mhm.
the mask. There's no only slight chance to get MERS virus, and then actually there was no case who got infected on the subway or bus from the bus.
Okay, because
And
for
then yeah,
example,
so
uh-huh.
even governments say if we wear if we has people wear the mask, they bring some panic to other people around them.
Mhm.
So yeah, if I'm wearing mask at on the bus, then yeah, some people around me looking at me in weirder
Mhm.
yeah expression or yeah, they made me little embarrassed.
Mhm. Okay, and if I got it right, that was actually effective, right? But I think for other people, they still wear masks because I was talking with some of my students before. They were also employees like you, and some of them were office workers, and they told me that whenever they go out, they still wear masks for the
Yes, right.
protection.
I think we should wear masks because there is no harm when you wear mask.
Hmm.
But I don't know why government make people don't wear mask.
Right, because for me, in my own opinion, I think if even for the very small chances of getting infected by MERS or with
Yes,
MERS,
right.
then it should be prevented, right?
Yes, right.
If the government say that there is a very small chance that you will be or that you will get infected with MERS from for other whenever other people are coughing, right? Then you
Yeah.
should do something to protect yourself, even if that is a very small chance, right?
Yes,
And
right.
one
So
way
yeah.
of preventing that or not getting infected by MERS is through wearing a mask, right?
Yeah. Yes, right. So
But
yeah, that's why lots of people say the government could stop spreading MERS virus at the early age if they
mhm,
just open the name of the hospitals and then make people be careful.
mhm.
But yeah, they didn't do that, and then MERS patients are now 100 people in Korea.
Really.
Yeah, we are
And
number two of the world.
mhm, who got number one?
Arabia, but
Mhm,
they it's been 3 years. The MERS
mhm,
virus outbreak in Saudi Arabia,
mhm,
but we get number two only in 3 weeks.
okay. So I think your government should do really should do something good
Yeah,
or do some actions about this because it can just ruin the reputation of your government.
yes,
And
right. They
even
already ruined the Korea's reputation and Koreans' reputation.
mhm, okay. And yes, I think the situation is getting worse.
Yeah,
Right?
I hope it'll
Mm,
be okay. But until now, nobody mm, be sure of the
mhm.
situation when will the MERS virus go away.
All right. But I think the Department of Health of your government or of your country is also doing their best to contain
Yeah,
this
they
MERS
say
virus.
they do their
Mhm.
best, but
Mhm.
nobody know their way is right or not. They just do their best on their way.
Mhm. Okay, so we just hope and pray that this
Yeah.
virus or the spread of this virus will end.
Okay.
Right.
Mm.
So, aside from MERS virus, what are other issues that your face or your country is facing right now?
Uh, Nothing else. Nothing else important.
That.
Yeah,
Mhm.
only MERS virus is the number one concern.
Of your country. Okay, so mhm, that's it.
Yeah,
I think here in our country there are still no issues regarding um, MERS virus
yeah,
entering the country. I think there are no affected patients
yeah.
here in the Philippines, and I hope there will be no
Yes,
people who
right.
will be
Yeah.
affected by this virus. Right? How about in other countries? Have you heard some news about MERS virus in other nations?
No, just Hong Kong and Taiwan, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China, whole countries have lots of Korean tourists or
Mhm.
visitor. So they are very cautious on Korean tourists. And then,
Mhm.
yeah, but until now, there is no MERS virus, no MERS patients in their countries.
Mhm.
And then I think
Okay.
their prevention is more effective than Korea's.
Mhm. Okay, maybe because they already know the disadvantages of
Yeah,
having this virus in the country,
yeah.
right?
For
The,
example, yeah,
mhm.
in Korea, our alarm level for
Mhm.
MERS virus, if we have four levels
Mhm.
of warning, then our stage is only two, second level.
Mhm.
But in Hong Kong and in Taiwan, they already make the level three, even though they don't have any MERS virus patients.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay, so that is really very effective, right?
Yes, right.
Um, Controlling the entrance of MERS to their country, right?
Yes, and then actually Korean government office say if we strength or if we make the level higher,
Mhm.
level 3 or level 4, then
Mhm.
they they could they could make Koreans reputation ruined.
Why is that? I think your
Because
government should think of the welfare of the people rather than the reputation of your country,
yes,
because
right.
we're talking about lives here
Yeah,
that will be
actually,
lost if this will
yeah,
become more terrible.
yeah. Korean officer only think about president and then other
Mhm.
countries concern.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they only think about the economy.
Oh yes, of
They are
course.
very worrying about if the tourists from other country don't visit Korea.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think their behavior make the situation worse.
Mhm. Okay. I think the number one priority of your country nowadays, or of your government, is the welfare of every Korean national or every person living in Korea, right?
Yeah.
Rather than thinking or prioritizing the reputation of your country so that the investments will not be canceled or the economy would still continue or would rise
Yes, right.
higher, right?
Yeah. As I told you, they could prevent the MERS virus at the early age, early
Right.
stage.
Right. But they didn't do it because maybe they thought that if they will be doing their best to prevent it, it will just scare the people and
Yeah.
also it could damage the government's reputation or the country's economy, right?
Yes, right.
So bad.
Yeah. Anyway, we just hope not get infected by
Mhm.
the virus.
Right. Okay. So, me too. I'm praying too, and I think people from
Yeah.
other countries are also praying that the spread of this virus will come to an end. No one will be happy if this will become, or if the situation will get worse. Right?
Yes, right. Yeah.
right? So it should be
Okay.
contained,
Yeah.
controlled, and it should come to an end.
Yeah.
Okay, right? So I think we can now proceed to our lesson. I think it has
Yeah.
been a long time that we didn't discuss our textbook
Yeah.
because of that MERS virus.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about now? What question do you
Uh,
want to answer?
then I want uh second a third one. Advertisements are less trustful than in the past.
Mm,
Third one.
advertisements? Okay,
Yeah,
advertisements are less
advertisements are less. Yeah.
truthful than in the past. Okay, so I'll be giving you 15 seconds to prepare for your answer and 45 seconds for your delivery. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so for your 15 seconds preparation time, timer starts now.
Yeah.
Time stop.
Yeah.
And for
Okay.
your 45 seconds delivery, timer starts now.
I agree with the statement. Advertisements are less trustful than in the past because in the past advertisements are very trustful because usually advertisements at the time describe the performance of the product well. But these days advertisements are more more sophisticated, and then also they only describe the appearance of the products. And, and then if you use the product, then you can realize the product different from the advertisement. That's why I think advertisements are less trustable than in the past.
Okay, and you were able to deliver your answer for exactly 1 minute.
Okay. Thank you.
So, the good thing about your answer is you were able to relate or you were able to differentiate the advertisements from before and
Yeah.
nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So nowadays you told me that advertisements are more sophisticated, and you mentioned about advertisements discussing or describing the appearance, right?
Yeah.
The
That's
appearance
right.
of the product. I think your word describing it should be showing, right? Because they don't describe, they just show the
Oh, yes,
packaging,
right.
right?
I mean, yeah,
So
that's what
it
I
should be
meant.
showing, not describing, right?
Yeah.
Because if they will be describing the appearance, then they will just be, or they will be mentioning the detailed appearance of
Yeah.
the packaging, right?
Actually, they say it's like a image advertisement or
Image
the
advert. Uh
yeah,
huh.
something like that. Just like Apple's advertisement, they don't
Ah,
describe
okay.
the specs of the product.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
just show the image and then the usual
uh-huh.
how to use the product.
Mhm. Okay, because I think for me, with regard to this topic, I can say that advertisements here in our country are
Yeah.
more truthful than in the past.
Oh, yeah. It's the
Yes,
opposite, yeah,
it's the
situation.
opposite idea, right?
Mm.
Because I think nowadays buyers are now smarter
Yeah.
than the companies, I think,
Mm.
because they just don't buy.
Yeah.
Because I think for the traditional buyers,
Yeah.
they thought that whenever you buy expensive products, that could mean high quality of the product, right?
Yeah.
However, nowadays, for some people, or for me in my case,
Yeah.
before buying something, even if that is very expensive, I would still try to look at the specs, as what you've mentioned, or the detailed information about the
Yeah.
product before buying it. Because
Mm.
there are also products that are more affordable, but the quality is higher, right?
Okay.
Right. However, for some companies or for some old companies who maintained a very good quality of their products, even if they could raise a high increase of the prices, people would still be buying their products because of the good quality or the good reputation that they built, right?
Yeah.
But for other new companies, I believe that their product is also good, and actually the advantage of that is the prices are lesser or more affordable compared from the old companies
Yeah.
who built very good reputation about their products.
Okay.
All right. So that's it. But that is just my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's have another question.
Mm. Okay, then next one.
Mhm.
Advertising has a bigger influence on consumer buying decision than in the past.
Okay, advertising has a bigger influence in consumer buying decisions than in
Yeah.
the past, right?
Yeah.
15 seconds for your
Yeah.
preparation time. Timer starts now. Time stopped, and for
Yeah.
your 45 seconds delivery, timer starts now.
Okay. I agree with the statement. Advertising has a bigger influence on consumer buying decisions than in the past. Because in the past, there was only few ways to advertise product, but these days there are lots of ways to influence the consumer buying decision. For example, you can use blogger as a good advertising tool, and then there are other ways. So I think advertising has a bigger influence on consumer buying decisions than in the past.
Right? And for your answer, you answered for 48 seconds.
Yeah.
I think it's lesser, and that is actually good.
Okay.
All right, and I actually agree with you that nowadays people are, or with the help of these advertisements, right?
Yeah.
This can affect or influence people's decision in buying the products,
Yeah.
especially in media, right? Whenever we watch the television, then we
Yeah.
can see many commercials, and those are really very good commercials because they can attract us to buy the product, right?
Yes, right. And then there are lots of ways to advertise product.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when I try to choose or choose the product, I usually read the bloggers
Mm-hmm.
review.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, lots of power bloggers are working for the company. So
Okay.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
kind of trick. But
Mm-hmm.
I can easily know how to use and then effect of the product and the yeah. So I think that's a very good way to advertise product.
Mm-hmm. Right. Here in our country,
Yeah.
blogs are not that effective. I think, oh yes, there are some people who make blogs about the
Yeah.
products, and maybe other companies are hiring bloggers to
Yeah.
advertise their products. But I think it's not that effective here because most
Mm,
people don't read blogs. I think
yeah.
those are just for the educated people, more educated people,
Yes.
because
Right.
for most or for the common people, they just watch the television.
Yeah.
Even if they use the internet, they actually don't read articles from the internet or from Yahoo or from Google. They just
Yeah.
surf Facebook or
Yeah.
Twitter,
Yes. Right. But
something like
until
that.
now, yeah, television is the most powerful media to advertise
Hmm.
the product.
Right.
Yeah.
I think newspapers
Yeah.
or magazines could be one too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And oh, Mr. Table, I
Yeah.
think that would be all since our time is
Yes. Why?
already soon.
Time is
Thank
already up.
you for the updates regarding MERS in
Yeah.
your country, and I hope it can really, it can, your government can do something to stop this.
I hope
It's
so.
actually getting
Yeah.
worse,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So I'll see you again on Thursday, Mr. Table. You can sleep now. Have a good rest.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye bye.